That's our ticket out.
Uh-oh, she's scared of heights.
Not sure I like this idea.
I'll go ahead. Stay back.
I wasn't sure if I could get her across, but she needed to believe I could.
Okay, so... we need to make sure that we do this right. Wait, okay. Which way you choose to get Graham across, but remember exactly the path you had him take. Okay, so left, left, up, right, right. Center, center.
Go.
Okay, so go left.
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 Go forward. Go
Forward.
right.
Right.
This is kind of cool. It's like a reference back to Chaka.
Uh-huh.
Right.
There we go. All right, so let's just go ahead and do this one properly. So left, right, up, left, right, up, up. So he'll turn around. So we did left,
Left.
then right,
Right.
then forward,
Forward.
then left,
Left.
then right,
Right.
then forward. All right, cool. We're getting the hang of this. So left, right, left, right, left, right, forward, forward.
So it's basically left, right, left, right.
Okay, so left,
Left.
right,
Right.
left,
Left.
right,
Right.
left again,
Left.
right,
Right.
forward. There we go.
Thanks, Your Majesty.
Okay, so really quick, give me a quick second just to I get this right. Oh, I think I may have interrupted something, but I need to do it this way. There we go. Oh no! What does that look like?
Quick! In my cape!
In my cape!
Oh my gosh, how
Congratulations, we have a Bramble in our inventory. I love this. This is awesome. All right,
it kind of reminds you of Majora's Mask, where you can bottle up the little
yeah.
Dooku Scrub princess. And
Well,
like,
it just reminds me of like D&D days where like in D&D you actually could have like if you had to go rescue a little kid or whatever, you could have the little kid in your inventory.
that's so stupid at that.
And so you actually technically could go to the like the DM that my older brother ran with. He actually would be very stringent. If you forgot to do something, then that forever is in your inventory and can't do anything with it. So if you went to the village and didn't deliver back the kid stays in your inventory. And eventually he would make it like months later. The kid would die, and it got kind of sad near the end. But Jiminy Christmas, man. And I just killed the mood. But it's one of those things that makes me kind of laugh. Oh, look at that. A baby dragon.
Nightmares come in many forms. Once you realize what you are actually afraid of, you can start to...
Aw, Gwendolyn. Huh.
It's just in my head.
Oh no.
It's not gonna work. I'm not afraid of you.
Jeez!
Naked mole rats!
I figured after that scream you'd be back.
Are we not gonna handle the mole rats in the room?
I wasn't actually afraid of dragons. I was still struggling with the loss of a chaka. Now, my decisions meant the life or death of a kingdom. That's the true beast I needed to wrestle with.
Okay, again, that goblin does not look like a goblin. It looks like a human. So I'm wondering who that is supposed to be. Alright, so... I guess, at this point, we just pick our villager. There it is, Bramble! Nope. I'm not sure what we're supposed to do now. Dragon baby. Oh, okay, that's my bad. I can hear people. Okay. So, this should help. Okay, we're back. So, once you're across, you'll get either, yeah, and you'll find the dragon baby, continue down the path to the little projector setup, and use the dragon baby in it. Okay. We're so nice about this, aren't we? Oh, noes! So who are you supposed to be?
I don't know, but maybe it's a friend.
Actually, I'm wondering if it's an old friend. Okay, so across the bridge. And we get back our hat.
I didn't need to wear his crown to be a great king. My old hat suited me just fine, and Daventry was ready for.
Okay, so enter the door into their library. Oh, look, they got a participation ribbon. They're #1 in reading. You should feel good for yourselves, people. Okay, so we go up to the book. By Manny. Interesting, by Manny. Did Manny grow up with the goblins?
Well, we did not know much about Manny.
Once, in a town just like the one you're imagining, there was a beautiful castle that stood high on a hill. All were welcome here. Well, everyone except for the pests. The townspeople cried out to their king, "We must be rid of these rats! They're scaring our children and stealing our cheese. One even ate a baby." The town had become very unpleasant indeed. Every morning, gold coins clanged through the water well carrying wishes for a better town, but the rats remained. The king, in his finite wisdom, had also been casting wishes, for he desperately needed a plan. As wishes would have it, a wandering piper appeared at the castle gates. The piper offered to expel the rats from the kingdom if the town would overthrow their moronic liege. "Hear, hear," they cried out. "Our throne is but a seat for a hat rack.
So it's basically telling the tale of the Pied Piper of Hamelin.
The throne is where you'll rest." The stranger pulled out a small flute and played a pleasing melody. The music summoned the rats out of hiding, and they danced on the head of the king. The king shrieked a high-pitched squeal. But the piper continued his song. The rats
Okay.
were led back to the wooded forest where they belonged. The piper returned to the castle to claim his reward, but his knock echoed throughout the halls, and no one let him in. He raised his pipe, and a new melody was played. He watched the drawbridge lower, and a mesmerized kingdom pranced to his side. With a few simple notes and a turn on the heel, the stranger led them from the castle to the deep, dark caverns below. The throne is now empty, and the well doesn't clang anymore.
Manny knew exactly what to write to incite the horde. He chose every word carefully, fully knowing how the goblins would react to his story. Oh, it was brilliant. They did all the dirty work, and he just sat back and watched. I thought I had bested him.
Sounds to me like Manny's going to be kind of a consistent villain to deal with in this series.
At some point, yeah.
Okay, so that happened. That says that there's a second book. 1001 Goblin Pranks. The Baby Swap. Okay. So, check this out. What about this one? There we go. So now we can peek through this. Oh, wait. It says we can peek through a door on the right.
Yeah, I don't know. Where's that ladder?
I'm not sure. Well, it doesn't let us do anything with the ladder. Okay, we won't worry about it then. And we're taking... Oh, the baby swap. Huh. Why would you pick it up?
Do nightmares ever come true?
Of course, but real monsters are far easier.
Okay, so we continue down the hall.
Ordinary ones.
Oh, here, this must be the one that they're talking about. And is that Mr. Fancy Cakes?
Maybe.
Okay, well, that's creepy.
Couldn't tell.
His hardest
Distress! Help us, King! Enough! They're only stories. Can't you just enjoy them for what they are? You've missed the point entirely. Is this how you want your story to be remembered?
Oh.
Wait. How about a new story? Once upon a time, there lived,
so we're gonna improvise the story. So, once upon a time, there lived a Bramble.
There lived a sweet little goblin who loved adventures.
Aww. Let's please ignore the fact that she's pregnant. Probably shouldn't be in action at all.
Even in his young age, stories of the goblin's quests had spread around.
Outsmarted it. So we have bear hugged a basilisk, jump kicked an evil serpent lord, or outsmarted a quizzical griffin. And we actually need to do the quizzical griffin.
Yeah.
So,
outsmarted a physical griffin. In fact, his adventures were so legendary, the goblins decided to make him king. But the goblin adventurer was out of his element and overwhelmed with the work it took to run a
So
successful
wisdom, heart,
kingdom.
and strength. We want to go with
His
heart.
friends offered
Yeah.
their heart. But it wasn't enough. He was afraid he would never live up to the king who came before. It got so bad that the goblin gave up. But when packing up his things to run away from the castle, the goblin found... He found...
He found his old
He
hat.
found... his old adventurer cap.
And for her, it's her hood. Oh!
And the goblin realized that he wasn't just here to continue the previous legacy. He was here.
And so this is actually where the pages come into play. So you actually choose kind of the ending. So since we only have two, we have the Page of Bravery and the Page of Heart.
Page of Heart.
Page of Heart is probably the one that we want. Let's go ahead and go with that. But you can't get a Page of Wisdom.
Compassion. And the best group of friends you could ever ask for.
Don't pet the rat! That thing's carrying diseases, you know.
King Nibbletooth the Third.
And with that, we get the key to free all of the other villagers.
Grandpa's gotta hear about this.
Told you he'd save us.
No, I told you he'd save us.
Well, I think it was me, actually.
You know, I'm not even sure anymore.
And we also freed Mr. Fancy Cakes.
All right, Mr. Fancy Cakes, a river barachi.
And that's my story. Some of the details might have changed over the years, and I certainly left out some parts I wasn't fond of. But I found it's best to enjoy stories for what they are, and not for what you hoped they would be. Ah, you've fallen asleep again, and I think it's time I do the same.
And we're back to the baby swap. What does this mean? Who are you then?
Uh-oh.
And there's Manny. All right, and that actually does it for King's Quest Chapter 2, Rebel Without a Cause. Andrea, your final thoughts on it, on this individual story, maybe like also your thoughts on how 1 and 2 kind of come together.
Well, it was really fun to go through this chapter. It'd be exciting to see Chapter 3 when it's...
Chapter 3 is technically out right now, but
yeah.
we're not going to bounce to it right away. My thoughts are, this is, again, glorious. This is so great. It's bringing tears to my eyes. Just the whole concept of like trying to teach Gart and Gwendolyn to overcome their fear by telling a story of when Graham was afraid himself. Especially, I love the fact that we stayed with the continuity of he's still getting over the death of Achaka and the fact that he couldn't save him. and now he has an entire kingdom under his stead. So he's like, well, if I couldn't save one person, how on earth can I save a kingdom? Kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
So I'm liking where this is going. I do like the little hint that maybe we're gonna see a little bit more of Manny. I am interested who that guy is, because I don't think I know who he is. But yeah, I'm looking forward to episode 3. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, but we'll obviously reference it when we get back to it. But that's actually gonna go ahead and do it for us this time. Now, wait, people, because I don't want to give you guys the wrong information. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Okay. Okay, we're back. So, I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure that we had this. Yeah, so this is going to do it for King's Quest Episode 2, Rebel Without a Cause. Are we going to bounce to King's Quest Episode 3? Not yet. And actually, we're still waiting on the other 2 episodes.
Yeah.
They're not out yet. So, at that point, we're actually going to bounce to another game. And, Andrea, would you do the honors of the next game we're going to be taking on?
It would be God of War.
You guys have asked for it, so it's time we take on God of War. And this is actually, strangely enough, appropriate now that we have a brand spanking new game coming soon. So we will see you guys next time for God of War.